Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Dana and today I have for you this awesome cake with stracciatella and vanilla custard, and I will show you step by step how to make it. I will start with vanilla custard because needs a bit of time to cool down, and I will need for it to prepare it 500 milliliters of milk, 7 egg yolks, 50 grams of cornstarch, 120 grams of sugar, 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract, and 120 grams of room temperature butter. I have two kinds. I had it in the fridge, some leftover butter, and I'm gonna use it all. And I'm gonna pour 400 milliliters of milk in a pot, and I will put it on the stove to heat until almost is gonna start boiling. And in the meantime, I'm gonna mix the yolks with sugar. I'm using a whisk, and I will keep on mixing until the sugar starts to dissolve and the yolks are changing color. I will add now cornstarch, and as you can see, I saved up about 100 milliliters of cold milk, and I'm gonna add it over this mixture, and it's gonna be easier to mix like this with this milk. I took from the stove the hot milk, and I'm gonna pour it over the yolks slowly and keep on stirring because I don't want sweet scrambled eggs. So keep on mixing fast and pour slowly the milk, and when all of it is incorporated, pour all this mixture back in the pot and on the stove on low fire. Keep on stirring with a whisk until will start to thicken up. It will take about 7-8, not more than 10 minutes. And as you can see, I took it off the fire. Has a really nice color from the yolks. I will add now vanilla extract and keep on mixing. And I will also add butter, 120 grams of butter, and this will make this custard feeling amazing, really rich and absolutely delicious. Mix in until the butter is fully incorporated. Because the custard is now warm, the butter will melt and mix really well in the filling. Because I wanted to cool it down faster, I'm not gonna keep it in this pot because it's metal and it's gonna keep the heat for too long time. I'm gonna pour it now in a separate bowl and cover it with cling film. I will make sure that the cling film will touch the custard underneath, and this will prevent the skin to form, and let it cool down completely. Now I'm gonna make the sponge cake, and for this I'm gonna use 7 egg whites. I have them here in the mixer bowl, a pinch of salt, 100 grams of flour, 100 grams of sugar, 10 grams of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 150 grams of milk chocolate. And with this I'm gonna make stracciatella. I'm gonna mix first flour and baking powder, making sure that the cake will bake and rise evenly. And using a fine grater, I'm gonna grate the chocolate. I didn't find yet another or easier way to grate the chocolate, so all I have is this fine grater. I'm gonna use it and make these super tiny bits of delicious milk chocolate. Using the mixer, I'm gonna start whisking the whites. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt over them and start on low speed for a minute or so. Increase the speed, and when the egg whites are starting to be white and increase in volume, I'm gonna add sugar gradually and keep on whisking until the sugar is dissolving, and we're gonna end up with sturdy and luscious meringue. And this is done. Now I'm gonna add dry ingredients, flour mixed with baking powder, and also vanilla extract and chocolate grated stracciatella. Give this a mix, and this will make an awesome sponge cake. Pour the batter in a baking tray, and I line the tray with baking paper, and I'm gonna bake this in the oven. After, I'm gonna level it nicely with the spatula for about 15 minutes at low temperature. I have set my oven at 170 Celsius, so I will bake this for about 15 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm gonna make also glaze, and I will use 100 grams of whipping cream and 100 grams of chocolate. I heat up the cream almost to the boiling point and add now chocolate over and let it melt. And the longer you leave this glaze to cool down, and if you keep it in the fridge for a few hours, it will be nice and thick, and you're gonna be able to decorate the cake with it. I took the sponge cake out of the oven. It looks amazing, and I'm gonna take it out of the tray, and I'll cut it in 3 equal parts as best as I can. And I'm gonna assemble the cake using these 3 sponges that I ended up with, and I will also separate the filling in 3 equal parts. I will put filling in between each of these sponge slices and level it nicely. And the third part of custard, I'm gonna level it nicely on top of the cake and also a bit on the sides of it. Decorate now with glaze, and you can also use some white grated chocolate to make this cake more appealing. Keep it in the fridge for at least 4 hours before serving, and I'm telling you, it's absolutely delicious. And as you can see, it's not that hard to prepare it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'm gonna see you here next time with another recipe. Until then, 5 reasons to smile. Bye bye.